Good morning, beautiful people. I am backing out my driveway this morning. You know where I'm going, heading to the gym. It is 4:44 a.m. Rise and shine if morning is your thing. If it's not, I hope you're resting well, or actually, if you're watching this video, welcome, because you might be watching this morning, noon, or night, any hour of the day. Anyway, rambling. So I did skip a day yesterday. I'm gonna be honest, because of course I know you probably won't know that I skipped a 21 to 41, but I'll be transparent. It wasn't that I didn't want to do it. I did not feel like I received a message or had a message to share. I was actually just heavy with some things that I was processing from the day before, and that's what has led me to today's video. So the message that I have for you today is really be mindful of what you consider a safe space. Not all spaces are safe. Not all people are safe. Not everyone is capable of carrying the weight or, saving space for you to even be heard or seen or understood. I don't care how evolved they are. I don't care how conscious they are. I don't care how woke, whatever you want to call it. I don't care how much they pray or fast. I don't care how much they meditate or do yoga. I don't care how they could be a freaking guru in what. It does not matter. Please be mindful of what it is that you share and how transparent you are, how much you let your guard down. And I'm not saying to be guarded. I'm not saying that. Just choose wisely who you'll let your guard down for. And I mean, sometimes, it has purpose for you to find yourself in a situation where you weren't prepared for. But just know that for me, and I'm just gonna use myself, I don't talk to many people because I process things differently. I don't pretend to be perfect, but I know that I acknowledge my humanity, and I know that I have work to do on me. I'm human, and sometimes I do want to hear another perspective. I want to see, am I so isolated that my own thought processes are making me feel like this is it, this is the only way to be? But I can't compare myself nor seek someone else's validation to make sure that I'm okay. I'm whole and I'm complete in the way that I am because God made me. It doesn't matter. My good, bad, my ugly, it's all great. So whatever it is that I think is wrong, it's still right because that's who I am. So sometimes when I am in a headspace where I'm like, okay, I don't really know what to do with this and I could use some guidance or just an ear, sometimes I will reach out to someone, not a lot of people, whatever. And I did that yesterday, and I ended up defending myself, I felt, because they were responding in a way that where I had already had some issue understanding, but spirit had already I had some contention with some of the things that were spoken already. It was already something I had processed, but spirit had already shown me and given me the piece that I needed. And it's just that they were rehashing it after spirit said, no, this is what I'm telling you. And they rehashed everything that I contended with. And I was like, well, no. Let me explain it this way. Let me, if you understand. And then I ended up offending that person because of me trying to defend myself. And it's why did I do that? I could have just sat with it another day. I could have just been patient with it and said, okay, spirit, there is more obviously that I'm missing because I'm in this headspace that I know is not in alignment with what it is that you would have for me right now. This doesn't feel good, and I need you to show me why, number one, and to get me back into that better feeling place. I could have sat with it in that way, but in my panic or frustration or just being burdened, just feeling like, oh, well, some enlightened being could help me navigate this. No, because that enlightened being is just as human as you are. And I'm not comparing myself, nor should you compare yourself to Jesus, but this is why Jesus would steal away. This is why he went away. He never consulted with the disciples. There was no one who could understand the assignments that he was given, because it literally went against everything that society had conditioned them to believe. Oh, I'm going to walk around and heal people on the Sabbath. Like, he didn't ask for permission for that. It was just like, okay, well, let me, consult with the Father and see what the Father says. Whatever that nudge or whatever that piece was that was given to Jesus, he ran with it. It didn't matter what anyone thought of him. It didn't matter what laws were broken, because it wasn't for them to validate whatever it was that God gave him to do. But here we are, looking for a kind, listening ear, someone who understands and can help us. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't always happen that way. Now, if you are in professional counseling, there is a wall. There are boundaries between you and your doctor, your therapist. There are natural boundaries where they know, okay, there is a certain way that I can and cannot advise them that would contradict the peace that they have within them and the journey that they're on. So they know that. I have been in counseling for years, and I know that there are certain things that they won't say that could possibly trigger me. Now, there might be things that they will help me to think about and to process, but they're not going to get to the point where they're offended and I'm constantly apologizing for even confiding in them. And that's literally what happened, it was my fault, because I got defensive about something that was said, and then I ended up offending them by using examples that didn't align with their truth. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, it was just an example. I'm sorry I made that assumption, and I felt worse by the end of the phone call. And I'm grateful to be able to talk today about what happened, because I think in this, I am releasing whatever energy is left from that moment. I don't know if this person and I will continue to be cool. I don't know. I don't expect to. And it's not that it ended horribly. I ended with an apology and said, yeah, well, this just made me feel like crap. But thank you for, taking my call and being a listening ear. And it was like, yeah, all right, cool. And it was a lesson for me. So my advice to you is, whenever you're going through a situation that you feel like you can't carry alone, or you need someone to talk to, make sure, I'm sorry, there's a sign that says this road is closed. I'm sorry. But anyway, if ever you find yourself in a situation where you need someone to confide in, give yourself 24 hours. And I'm not saying it in a situation where you want to hurt yourself or you're at your wit's end. You need to talk to someone immediately. If that's the case, please call someone immediately if you feel like you want to hurt yourself. But in the event that you just had a falling out with someone, or there's a lot of pressure to do something or to make a decision or something like that, and you feel like, well, I need someone else to help me through this or to hear me out, my advice to you is to give yourself 24 hours. Give yourself 24 hours. And in that 24 hours, I want you to unplug as much as possible. Sit with yourself, sit in silence, because that only then can you hear. Get off social media, turn off your music even. Like, honestly, when I'm dealing with stuff and I need clarity, I don't even ride with my radio on or my music playing, because I'm looking for every opportunity for, in that stillness and in that silence, for Spirit to speak to me. Please do that. Please do that. Give yourself 24 hours to see what comes through and what clarity you can gain on your own without the help or the, outside voices. To move away from all the outside voices. You don't need them. You don't need them, okay? All right, I have gone around the dead end, or the construction thing, and I am arriving at the gym. I pray that this finds you all well, that you are moving your body, praying, meditating, and drinking your water. And until next time, thank you for listening, and I hope that you can catch hold of what I said.